Propane tanks and aircraft aren't the only thing being lit up here at the Lewis F. Garland Fire Academy, but passion in the students' eyes as they learn to work as a unit and conquer tasks to becoming the nation's first responders.
You need to be ready to be at your best when someone's having the worst day of their life.
Block 4, Hazardous Materials.
This is our academically challenging block. There are 3 tests in a 7 training day course. It goes over how to work around hazardous materials, how to recognize those threats, and how to mitigate damage to the environment when you roll up on a scene.
The Hazmat block in the Fire Academy teaches students what to do when receiving a call of hazardous material being spilled or leaked on a scene. Today, the students' simulation is of a chemical spill that they have to divert from getting into a drain, which could affect local water supply.
And runoff to sewer may create fire or explosion hazard.
One of the most critical parts of this block is communication. There's many different moving parts that need to be relayed to the incident commander.
Communication is very important in any incident, for especially hazmat, because the IC may not be on scene. He may be 300, 400 feet away.
It shows you how quickly that it can go from being a completely fine scene to the chemical, which in this case is this water, spilling on the roadway, and you have to make sure that you're diverting it at first from a drain or a gutter going into somewhere it's not supposed to, and then doing all the steps afterwards, like damming it up so it blocks it, and then retentions where it just keeps it in one spot until it can get cleaned up.
To simulate being exposed to chemicals, students went through the process of deconning a fellow firefighter where they scrubbed me down and properly discarded my uniform.
Block 5 is Airport Rescue Firefighter, and that is our capstone block here. It's an 11-day course that goes over your certification to work at an airport around aircraft.
In Airport Rescue Firefighter, or ARFF, students learn to cut into aircraft to rescue victims. They also are trained on how to put out interior and exterior aircraft fires.
We've got a cargo area that might be on fire, then leading into the passenger area, and then exterior fires. That's going to be anything from a pool fire occurring, wheel fire, 3D fire, which 3-dimensional fire, so that's going to be, you've got a ground fire that connects to the engine.
Firefighting doesn't stop, no matter the situation or environment around you. But students say if their environment outside is in one condition, inside the fire can be completely different. It's best to focus on your training to get you through.
It was definitely a lot hotter than like the regular structural fire, but I kind of just went back to a lot of the training I got from fundamentals and suppression. I felt pretty good when I did my evaluation.
We train hard out here. It's a tough course because it needs to be.
With the completion of the final evaluation in the ARFF block, there's only one thing left to do at the Fire Academy: walk the stage.
Approximately 1,000 graduates per year out of our course. Of that, about half of them are Air Force, and the other half are sprinkled among our joint services, with the Marines being the next highest number of graduates.
Graduation ceremonies and getting to walk across the Academy seal, says Private First Class Donald Joshua, makes you feel on top of the world.
Once you graduate and get your badges pinned on, it's a sign of relief, like I finally did it. I look forward to stepping on the seal one day when you're in class, when you're going through those tough challenges, tough objectives, and when you finally get to step on the seal, it's just a relief. When I had my time to step on the seal, I had to put a little bit of sauce so people won't forget me.
And as Private First Class Joshua joins the long line of firefighter graduates before him, those who have been through the academy says this field is the most rewarding.
Being an Air Force firefighter, best job out there.
Nathan